We're back again
for part 2 of Genesis 11 or 10 through 12.
And what we're looking at is it's really interesting how Abram's father was on the move out of Ur and stopped in the land of Haran. And then the Lord specifically calls and says, Abram, get out of your country. And this is in chapter 12. Get out of your country, from your family, and from your father's house, to a land that I will show you. I will make you a great nation. I will bless you and make your name great. And you shall be a blessing, and I will bless those who bless you. And I will curse him who curses you. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. So Abraham's father has already died, but still there are his people there, and God's really being specific. You're gonna go out. Don't take people with you. Just go. And he ends up taking his
nephew, which turns into a little bit of a sticky situation.
A lot of chaos that continued.
That could have been avoided.
But God uses everything, so whether it was good or bad, God can use it. But I thought it was really interesting. Some people don't realize that Abraham, it's easier for me to say, Abraham's father was on the move of moving out towards the direction that God had said. So I just be interesting to know.
As most of you know, Abram starts off as Abram
and then
becomes Abraham,
the father of many nations.
Yep.
So and hopefully that you went back and you watched the
Bible expedition that we recommended to you for the Tower of Babel, which really goes into a lot of depth, and it's something that's helped us, and I hope you watch other videos on that channel, because Joel Kramer and his team do an amazing job.
Amazing. So I think we should leave it there, and we want more.
We had more to talk about when Abram went to Egypt.
Oh, that's in chapter 12. Okay. So what happens when Abram is in Egypt? Because he has to move there temporarily because there's a famine in the land where he's at. So he goes down.
And
what does he say?
He tells Sarai that she is a beautiful woman, and that because she is so beautiful, he doesn't want her to say that he is her husband. He wants her to tell the Egyptians that Abram is her brother, so that he will be esteemed instead of being killed, which, if he wouldn't have said that he was her brother, God still would have protected him. But you see, I think even with Isaac, when he went to Egypt, he said the same thing about Rebecca.
And I think it's really interesting how when the hand of God is on you, so when God made the blessing and the curse, so that set up, so in verse 12:17, but the Lord plagued.
Oh, no.
Oh, we just got interrupted.
Okay, so that's Tora. She wants to have special attention.
Now I think they can see, kind of.
Let me check.
Tora wants to be part of the Torah reading. I am. A nose shot. Okay, we're back. But the hand of God, when we're looking at this, so you have the start of 12, a blessing and a curse. So God's setting it up. So then by 17, God can send a plague to Pharaoh because he is trespassing on Abram's wife. So there's a kind of a setup, but as Tara was saying, that the importance of what Abraham was doing, I don't think he even realized it, but
he was sacrificing his wife so that he wouldn't be killed.
So he was being very selfish and not understanding that he did have the hand of God, because if you know you have the hand of God,
you're not going to compromise.
You don't have to compromise. So I thought that was interesting.
And I hope you enjoyed this 2-part video. First 2-part video.
And keep reading, and I hope that you have as much fun knowing that God has an infinite, how would you say?
And another thing,
mm-hmm.
Paul says we are grafted into the covenant that God made with Abraham. So that goes for us too.
Yes. That is good. In Matthew 19:17, no one is good but one, and this is Jesus speaking, that is God. But if you want to enter into life, keep the commandments. So that's Jesus' word exactly, that we've got to keep the commandments. So there we go.
Hope you enjoyed this 2-part series. We will see you in our next video.
And we'll get better at this.
Yes.
Thank you. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.